You know, I get tired of you guys who get to fish shallow, grassy lakes. I get sick of hearing you talk about catching bass on a frog. Now, there's times a year when I can catch bass on a frog. And I was on Debo's live stream the other night. Thanks for having me on, Debo. But he was talking about how fun it was to catch bass on a frog. And I just don't get that opportunity. And that sucks. But we're getting later into the year, and man, it's time to bring on the toad. Now, of course, I ain't really mad at anybody because I'm glad you all get to enjoy that frog bite. I get to enjoy it a little bit during pre-spawn and post-spawn, but a lot of times it's a popping frog. I can get away, especially during the shad spawn too, with throwing some frogs, and that's pretty fun. But there's nothing like working across some grass and watch it just get destroyed like it's somebody dropped an M80 into a toilet. You know what I'm saying? Kafoosh! Now, all that being said, right around midsummer, really once summer gets kicked in, there's a pretty cool bite. And the finesse buzzbait bite gets kicked up on some of the lakes that I fish, especially early in the morning. And that's when I love to throw this little bait right here. Hey, but first I want to show you the June BassGeek box. We're going to give this box away at the end of the video, so make sure you stay so you know how to win. And you know, I want to say something. I don't normally lend credence to a lot of people. If they're negative, I just get rid of them. I mean, I don't want them being part of the channel, and I do this box for you geeks that support the channel. That's why I don't advertise it. It is something that I want to go to the people that really watch. Not a bunch of bots or Johnny-come-latelys. But I had one person who come and said, well, this video was just a big commercial. And I was just like, it's a BassGeek box. It's a $50 bait giveaway. I mean, okay. If you want to complain about a giveaway and a chance to win something, guess what? You got no chance to win nothing. So you don't have to worry about that guy winning your box, geeks, at all. All right, anyway, enough complaining or venting. Let me go ahead and show you what's in the box that you are going to have a chance to win. Okay, so first off would be June, unless you've got a football jig. This is from Omega Custom Tackle. This is one of their football jigs. This is a green pumpkin. Got a little bit of flashaboo in there, nice green color. I also got you a nice trailer to go with this. This is the Crawl Pappy from Yum, and this is the Ultimate Crawl. So it's kind of looks like a summer crawl to me, which I love around smallmouth. Or you can just rig this up straight and fish it Texas style. Next up, you've gotta have a walking bait this time of year. The topwater bite, if it ain't already on fire where you are, it is only going to get better. And this is one of my favorites. This is the One Knocker, and this color is bone silver. And you know what? During the summer, you need to get out the big worm. That's right, this is the Yum Mighty Worm 10.5-inch straight tail in green pumpkin. This thing is a monster, and it catches big fish when they won't bite anything else. I also got you some of my favorite hooks. These are the grip pin hooks from Mustad. I believe, yeah, 5/0. So I got you the 5/0 hooks. You can use it on the big worm or anything else you want. Now, for all you geeks who love to fish a frog, I got you the Booyah Christie Select. Check this out, man. 3 frogs in one. You got a Pad Crasher, a Pad Crasher Junior, and a Poppin' Pad Crasher. 3 in one. Last but not least, and oh yes, there is more that you're going to get a chance to win. That is the 4-inch Air Frog by Damiki. Now, there's a few things that's a little special about this. Let me show you what they are. So let's talk about a little bit about why I've really taken a liking to these toads. Now, you've seen me talk about toads in the past. I love a good toad. Most toads, I think Z-Man makes one, maybe a couple other people make one, sink, especially once you put a hook in. But what I like about these, number one, they've got that heart-shaped sort of leg, and the kickers turn in, so you're gonna get a really good bubble trail. You're gonna get a really good kick action out of these. A little more subtle than, say, a buzzbait, and in clear water, calmer conditions. I'll go to this well before I'll go to a buzzbait. Now, there is a little bit of weight in here, and you can see that in the middle, and that's going to keep it killed out. And if it rolls over, it's actually belly weighted, so it will slowly correct itself, which is a great deal. I know a lot of you guys have a lot of trouble with the toads not righting themselves. The other thing is these two are air pockets. So the little arms actually have air pockets in it, so it floats, and you can stop this toad and start it back up. And to me, just like fishing a frog, that's a huge key. So I like to rig these on a couple of different hooks. It really doesn't matter, just depends on what company you like. I think I use hooks from every stinking company out there. You guys tell me what you think. Do you stick with one hook company, or do you use like just something from everybody? I've got two 6/0 screw locks, non-weighted. This is of course an owner beast. It's a little heavier hook, but today I'm going to use this. I mean, I'm not throwing it around cover, so I really want to be able to, you know, get a good hook set. Got to drive home this hook because it's a little thicker wire. This one right here, just a good standard hook set. You're gonna put that bass in the boat. So now let me show you how I rig this. So again, this is the Gamakatsu, and I love it because it's got that kind of center pin. You're gonna come straight through the nose, and you're just going to, lack of a better term, you're gonna screw it. Get that frog screwed all the way up there. There we go. We want to make sure that that eyelet is straight. And then we're just going to come right back. We're going to fold it in. It'll take a little bit of work. Got to get past that weight. Come right out the middle. And then there you go. Just let that thing sit right in the center. Now you can pull up and skin hook it just a little bit. Sure. But, you know, you're throwing into some wood cover or something like that, go ahead and skin hook it. But otherwise, you're good to go. And as always, you know what I'm going to do. We're just going to go ahead and tie this on a pit seam. Wrap it around 5 to 7 times. Come through the loop at the top. Cinch it down. Moisten. Cinch it down. Snip that tag in. Go fishing. So the rod, reel, and line that I'm going to use, it's going to be the same exact rod, reel, and line that I use for my buzz baits. And that's going to be something a little bit longer. If you're really targeting, I've used a longer rod for buzz baits for a long time, so I'm pretty accurate with it. If you're just getting started, you're throwing into a lot of heavy cover, you might want to go a little bit shorter, maybe a 7 foot. But this is a Fitzgerald Versa 7'3", medium heavy, fast. It's got a soft enough tip that it will cast this frog a mile, so you don't have to worry about it. And even your smallest buzz baits, it's not going to have any problem casting. Plenty of backbone to drive those big healthy hooks home. And you know, Versa is a great series from Fitzgerald. I've used, again, you guys have heard me just rave about my jerkbait rod from them. That's from this same series. Got the micro guides, going to help you cast a little bit farther. I've got that coupled with a Tatula. This is an 8-1. I like a higher speed for my buzz baits and my toads. And as always, I've got monofilament on here. So mono for me when it comes to topwater. Now you can use braid, you can use whatever you like. I'd probably suggest, and I think the best casting distance and accuracy is probably going to be something like some good canine braid to a liter of mono. But I've just used mono for years in this ultra clear water, so that's what works for me. What I love about this is that you can skip it anywhere you want. You can work it around docks, work it around marinas, you can work it around laydowns, you can work it over grass or submerged grass. It is a do-all toad. Love the fact that you can stop it and let it sit there. Something that not all toads can do. Now, as far as the hook set goes, you know, keep your rod tip down at about that 9 or 3, depending on which way you want to look at the clock. And then you're going to bring up, as soon as they hit it, they'll take it down, 1 Mississippi, swing away. That way you don't miss them. You'll get a good hook set. You got plenty of clearance with this hook. You're going to drive it in, get them to the boat. It's a good beefy hook. You got a medium heavy, just get them in the boat. You can boat hop them. As far as fighting them goes, you know, that is still a lot of plastic, so they could throw it. Get them in the boat, put them in the net, get them on your thumb, boat hop them, whatever you want to do, but get them in the boat. You're going to catch some big ones on this. This is not a small profile toad. You know, geeks, I think that covers, you know, everywhere you want to fish this. And, you know, this again is a great technique from probably shad spawn, probably, you know, spawn of the, you know, bass spawn through the shad, especially through the bluegill, and into the summer. This is something that I like to go do when it gets really hot and I just want to go do some power fishing. I'll run up the creeks that are active, in other words, they have running water, or I'll run up the river and throw this around, especially if there's no grass. So you guys really want to make sure that if you don't win the box, you go give this air toad a try. Remember, 6/0 hook. Beast or Gamakatsu or whoever you like, just make sure it's got plenty of clearance. Otherwise, to be entered to win the giveaway, make sure you enter hashtag Damiki down there. All right, I'm gonna check and see who can spell on this one. Damiki, hashtag Damiki in the comment sections below. You're gonna win a pretty nice June box. Now, if you wanna learn more on how to fish a toad and another great toad, one of my favorites, make sure you go watch this video right here. Otherwise, questions, comments in the comment section below. Like it if you like it. Don't forget to subscribe. Make sure you're part of that 100% watch squad. We had another hack attempt. We cut them off at the pass, but we're back in YouTube jail. Please watch and help us. You geeks rock.